my YouTube channel that I literally just started 5 seconds ago. This is my first video. Okay, so just bear with me as I figure. Cause I'm still gonna post it. Cause I'm not finna do that over. I'm not finna do it over. So I started this YouTube channel because I really wanted to vlog and document my process of teaching abroad, and from literally start to finish. Okay, so I'm at the start phase, clearly. Okay, so I'm gonna be answering 10 or so questions that people have asked me about teaching abroad, or like how to get started, and yeah, we'll go from there. Please do not come for me in these brows, honey. Okay, we're all in quarantine, all of us. So, well, I guess I'll just give you some tips. Okay, when I first started my I want to teach abroad journey, I was so dead set on Dubai. I was like, I want to teach in Dubai. I have to teach in Dubai. And as I started interviewing, I was like, So I started taking interviews everywhere: Colombia, Mexico, Kuwait, Dubai, Egypt, some other countries that I can't say. Don't judge me. Like Tabitha Brown says, because that's my business. So I started taking a lot of interviews, and at first I was so eager to get a position that any offer that I was given, I was like, okay, this is where I'm going. I'm going over here, I'm going over there, I'm going over there. But as I started to get a little bit seasoned in the game, okay, I've kind of picked up on some things that I think I should share. So for one, first of all, that's right. The recruiting agency that I use are Teach Away, Advocus, I don't know if that's how you say that, but Seek Teachers. And then I also just kind of looked up schools and just applied on my own. The best advocate you have is yourself, honey. So do what you got to do. So I got a lot of interviews through the recruiting programs. Don't get me wrong. They were very, very helpful. And I had very, very hopeful offers from a lot of different schools. But I had to start, slow down. And I had to start checking out some things. So number one, when I first started interviewing, I was like, I need a job that already provides the housing. I don't want to have to look for housing. That's such a hassle. I want to just come over and be able to have housing. No. Let me tell you, the value of $1 is so different everywhere, honey. Don't let these, don't get tricked into thinking that because the housing is already provided, it's a better package than getting a housing allowance. So a housing allowance is when they give you a set amount of money every month. So let's say $3,000 of their currency, right? And you can find the place that you want. Now, a lot of these places will already be furnished because they know they have a lot of international teachers, especially in high cities, high traffic cities like Dubai, China, Mexico. A lot of the places that are renting are furnished, so it's not that difficult. And for two, you want to have some type of say-so in the place and the condition of the place that you will be living, okay, honey? Because some of these places, I was like, look, now I'm willing to sacrifice, but I'm not willing to sacrifice this. No microwave, no washer and dryer, no bedroom, just So this, you're gonna ask me how I know, and I'm gonna tell you how I know. So this is how I know. Whenever I got an offer, I would be like, can I talk to a teacher? Because I don't know if you guys do this, but when I interview somewhere or when I put in an application somewhere, for one, I check how far it is away from my house. And for two, I start looking up reviews. I started looking up parent reviews, teacher reviews, Glassdoor, everything, Indeed. Because if I don't like what I see, and if everything is negative, we don't even have to waste our time. We don't even have to waste our time. So you don't really have that luxury with international schools. So all you have to rely on is the teachers that they give you to talk to you. Now, which some of them, they're going to be fluffing. And what I mean by fluffing is they're going to be like, everything's wonderful. You know, it's just so lovely over here. I love it. And you'll know, you'll be like, girl, there's no school in the world where it's just magnificent. Everything's just magnificent. Okay. So I would ask to speak with teachers, and I would be like, can you send me pictures of the living arrangements? You know, what is the healthcare like? Have you had any run-ins with the healthcare? What is your everyday like? What are your class sizes? Those are all things that matter to me in America, so they're gonna matter to me wherever else I decide to go. So, honey, this is where I knew I couldn't be too eager. Because as those pictures started rolling into those living accommodations for those schools that provided housing, now I'm a little bit bougie, but I'm not like that bougie. Like, I'm medium. Yep, medium bougie. But honey, some of these places, now, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So I politely, sorry, I'm not interested. Okay, moving on. So, let's say you get an interview and you're like, okay, I like the package. I like the pay. Still try to talk to a teacher. And if you can, try to find the teachers on your own. Because 9 times out of 10, the teachers that they're going to let you talk to are, fluffed like a marshmallow. And they're not going to give you the real deal. So try to do your own research. Try to look people up on Facebook. Try to reach out on your own and really get a genuine understanding of what the school is like, so you can make an informed decision on if you really want to, continue and go further with the school. Now, the other thing that you need to know, this is why it's so important to know what you're getting into, because a lot of the abroad, expat, international teaching contracts, agreements, whatever you want to call them, they're 2 years. 2 years, honey. I don't even stay in one hairstyle for that long. So, 2 years, that's a long time. And I got to make sure that whatever I'm signing up for 2 years, I'm gonna be okay. So, just do your research. And don't think that anything is impossible. I started interviewing so late in the game because I couldn't wrap my mind around it. I didn't start interviewing until February. And normally, the international schools hire in like December, January. So, the sun that messed up my video. Now I got the lines. Okay, well listen, I'm not a professional YouTuber, so I don't know what to do, and we're gonna keep this show rolling, okay? Unless I lift the blinds up, then everybody's gonna be in my business. And that's my business. Maybe they're going away a little bit. Anyways, I started interviewing very, very late, but don't let anybody discourage you. Don't let any recruiter tell you like it's too late, you don't have the credentials, whatever, move on, find somebody else, you can get a job. There's a teacher shortage global, okay? Somebody will hire you, period. So just don't give up. And if you're a millennial and you have no kids and you have no obligations, go and do it. It's no reason not to. It's no reason. Even if you only do a year, it's like, bro, you are going to experience the best year of your life. I tell everybody to study abroad. I studied abroad in Africa for 2 months. And it was like the time of my life. I had the time of my freaking life, okay? I'm not gonna be cussing on this YouTube channel because my students are class 5 stalkers. So do it, and don't let anybody discourage you. Don't take any position that you do not want. If you want to teach 5th grade, don't take a kindergarten position. Don't be desperate. Don't be desperate. Don't do that. Don't do that. So I think that would be, I think I answered all the questions that I've gotten so far about it. I'm trying to think. So yes, definitely find a place that can give you a housing allowance so you can have the flexibility to choose where you want to live and who you want to live with, because some of these accommodations are shared. Honey, I'm too grown to be having a roommate. I'm too grown for it. I won't do it. So no. I did not want to teach English as a second language, English as a foreign language, English as a third language, or English as a 5th language, because you know why? I'm not a foreign language teacher. And 9 times out of 10, if you're being hired on as a TFL or a TSL, that means that that school does not speak English as a first language. Think about it. If you were in high school and you had a French teacher, the whole school didn't speak French. So that means everybody's gonna be talking in their native tongue, which there's nothing wrong with it, because that's their country and that's the language that they should speak. I just don't know if I'm prepared for that situation, for that culture shock, for nobody to be speaking the same language as me. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to teach English as a second language position, because I don't know how to teach English. And you might think that's funny. But I don't know how to teach English. I don't know how to teach English. Baloney and pony rhyme. Have y'all ever seen that video on Twitter? How do you explain that? I don't know how to do that. So I was very specific in the jobs that I would take, and I got a 7th grade teaching position. I'm not going to say the school because that's my business. But yeah, I'm so excited. I just released my first book, What They Don't Tell You About Your 20s. Shameless plug. Go get a copy on Amazon. It's a really good read. It's really short and it's literally like I'm just talking to you. So it's a really good book. But yeah, that's going to wrap up my first video on my YouTube channel that I just started 13 minutes ago. And I am going to try to vlog and get videos of my experience and like all the things I pack, all the things I sell, what I take, getting my visa, flying over, you know, finding a place, all of that. So I really think that this channel has the potential to be, one, very fun and energetic, but also very informative and just the real, raw, honest truth, okay? Yeah, like and subscribe if you want to follow me, follow my journey. I'll probably be uploading a video once a week, maybe, because I don't really have anything going on right now because Miss Rona is really killing the vibe, okay? So I don't really have anything to share. I have started selling my furniture. I am going to store my stuff in either a pods or some type of shipping container, because when I get back from Egypt, my plan is to move to Cali. Don't tell nobody that. So yeah, if I pack it all up in a shipping container, for one, they bring the shipping container to you. This sun, I came in this room just for this sun. This gonna disrespect me like
because
this?
It's disrespectful
to you.
It is disrespectful
To
for
you.
one woman. Red.
To you.
It is
Okay, so like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. I look like a bad case of stripes. That's all I have for you. I don't really know how to sign off. Be breezy.